everyone and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com and I am back today with a tutorial for a new gemstone chip earring, and all the materials that you need to make these earrings can be found at beadecraft.com, and I'll leave links to all of the products I'm using today right down below the video. And I also have a coupon code. It's OPAL5, OPAL5, if you want to save $5 off your purchase of $40 or more. Beebeecraft has free international shipping on all orders over $25. Just allow a couple weeks for your products to get to you, just depending on your location and what it is you order. So as you can see here, I have different color variations of these fun earrings. I use some of these open oval link style connectors, as well as some gemstone chips and some of this 28 gauge colorful wire. These are a quick and easy project and a great way to use some of that colored wire if you're not sure what to do with it, and also use up small amounts of gemstone chips and showcase them. So before we get into the tutorial, let me just show you a couple of the products and raw materials that I will be using from Beebeecraft. Beebeecraft has all kinds of wire, but the kind that I'm using today is a pack of 10 different colors. They come all together, and it's about $8 US for the 10 pack, and you get 10 meters per roll, so it's really a lot to work with for not very much money. And I definitely think you could get away with using a 26 gauge and even a 24 gauge in this project if you want to use either of those sizes too. Next, of course, are the gemstone chips, and Beebeecraft has all kinds of different gemstone chip sets on a regular basis, and this is one of the latest ones that I picked up. You see it's got all different compartments. We have different types of quartz, coral, lapis, amazonite, some shell beads, amethyst, just to name some of them inside of this kit. So I'll link to their gemstone chips as well. And they also have a variety of connectors. This particular oval comes in a set of all different shapes. This is the 30 by 16 millimeter oval link, and in the set on Beebeecraft you get 160 different pieces of links, different shapes in silver and gold tone for just around 11 bucks. So to make these earrings, of course, you will need 2 links. You'll need approximately 12 to 15 gemstone chip beads in, say, 5 to 7 millimeter size, 2 ear wires of your choice, and 2 sections about 18 inches each of some of your colorful wire. And besides that, of course, you'll want to have your tools like your jewelry pliers and wire cutters. So to get started, cut an 18-inch segment of wire, and we're going to begin by wrapping one of our oval links. So there's a look at one of the earrings that I've already done. We're going to make the other one that matches that one today with the amethyst chips. And very simply, I'm just going to slip my wire through the oval link and leave about 6 inches on the left-hand side there, and then the rest of it is going to be longer for the other side. You can see what I did on the oval links was kind of made these asymmetrical. They're not even as far as where the wire lines up, but you could of course make them even if you wanted to. So one side is going to be a little bit shorter on this one than the other. So that's why I have about 6 inches hanging out over here, and I'm going to start it just off to the side, like off to the left-hand side of the top of this oval, and just start wrapping my wire tightly, one coil at a time, and making sure that I pull that wire nice and tight and get these coils sitting next to each other without overlapping. And if you want, you can make some coils that are next to each other, and if there's some space, just a little bit of space, you can go back and actually take your pliers or your fingers and you can just scrunch them right up like that, and that will work too. So what you'll want to do is keep coiling the wire around your oval link, and if you want to do it asymmetrically like I have done with the examples, you'll just finish up this smaller strand first, and it'll end right about here on this link. And then you'll pick up with the longer strand and keep going until you've gotten to about 2/3 to 3/4 of that side wrapped. Once you've done that, we will meet back and start adding on some beads. So this is what your oval should look like after you've wire wrapped it. You can see I've coiled the wire really tightly next to each other, one loop at a time like you saw, and I just kept kind of compressing this down towards itself. And it does slide just a little bit, so you can adjust that probably if you want to. I can slide that side up a little bit and this side down a little bit more if I want to. But you should have a segment of wire that is hanging off the longer side at this point, which means you're ready to add some of your gemstone chips. So the number of chips you'll need, of course, will vary just depending on the size of the chips that you use, but I used probably between 5 to 7 on each earring with these particular gemstone chip beads, and you can put them on in any way you like. I did find that I like doing a smaller one on either end. I found that that was a little bit easier, and put the ones that are slightly larger in the middle. So you'll just pick out some of your gemstone chips and start stringing them on, and then you'll test to see how it fits in that section before you finish wire wrapping. So I'm not going to add this one on yet. I'm going to see how this fits first, and just push those gemstone chip beads towards each other so that they don't have any gaps, and then just see how that spacing works. You want the end of your wire to pretty much land right about there, which is on top of the shorter end of wire on your oval. If you have a large gap, go ahead and add another bead, and if your beads are way over the edge of the oval, then you need to take some off. I think I am good with this amount, so I'm going to leave it here and not add any more beads or take any away. And I'm just going to hold this with my thumb and my forefinger, make sure the beads are sticking together without any large gaps in between, and take the end of wire that you have left and start wrapping that around the oval, just right over top of that shorter segment that you had already wrapped. And that is going to attach your gemstone chip beads to your oval. And again, make sure you're pulling this really tight after each time you wrap it, and just slide that wrap right down, slide that coil next to the one before it as close as you can. You'll get that really nice, tight, coiled, colorful wire effect that you want. Something I also do is continue to take my fingers and hold that wire in place that we're adding over top of that original coil. And I like to make this coil about at least 5 to 8 wraps, because I want this not to slide around. I want it to be sturdy, since that is going to hold these beads in place. So make sure you wrap it until you feel like your beads are nice and tight on the link. And then once you've done that, you can go back in with your flush cutters or your wire cutters. You can trim off any excess and then tuck in any additional little piece of wire that might be sticking out on either side so that doesn't scratch you. And then you can just keep playing with this and adjusting it if you want to until you get it to where you like. And then all you have to do is take your ear wire and you can open that up and add your oval link, and it will naturally sit like it's supposed to, just due to gravity and the shape of the oval. Even though this does have the ability to swing around a little bit, once it's in your ear, it should stay put for the most part. So that's all there is to making these earrings. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it was easy for you to follow. Don't forget you can find all these materials and a whole lot more at beebeecraft.com. All the links and materials list will be located right down below the video, along with that coupon code OPAL5, which will save you $5 off your purchase of $40 or more. So definitely take advantage of that. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up, because I would greatly appreciate it. And definitely hit that subscribe button while you're here so you'll be notified when I'm posting new content. It's always great to hear from you, so feel free to leave a comment down below, especially if you decide to give these a try. Well, that's all I have this time. I will see you again real soon, and until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.